Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, today I will show you about inverse function. Okay, let's say for example, number one, if I give you fx is equal to x plus 3. Okay, in order to find the inverse function, okay, so for example, find, this is the way how to write down the inverse. F the power of -1 in bracket x. This is we call the inverse function of fx. Okay, what is the inverse function of fx? Okay, I will show you step by step. Okay, in order to find what is the inverse function of this fx equal to 2x plus 3, step number 1. Okay, step 1, rewrite again the function of fx equal to 2x plus 3, but make it in y. Y is equal to 2x plus 3. Okay, this is step number 1. Step number 2. Okay, step number 2, what you need to do is, you see this variable y and variable x. Okay, what you need to do is swap or interchange. Okay, swap or interchange. Okay, so I will write over here interchange between x and y. What does it mean by interchange? This y will become x, this x will become y. How? Look carefully. Now I am writing x equal to 2y plus 3. Okay, make comparison. This is y equal to 2x plus 3, but when I interchange between x and y, or in other words with a swap, just change, y becomes x, x becomes y. Okay, clear? Step number 2. Okay, step number 3. For step number 3, okay, for step number 3, what you need to do is, from the step number 2, you have to rearrange the equation, make y as a subject. Okay, you just rearrange this formula, make it y as a subject. So I will just copy again. So x is equal to 2y plus 3. Okay, now I want to rearrange this equation. I want to make y as a subject. So it's going to be 2y is equal to, move positive 3 to another side, it will become x minus 3. Okay, now this is 2 multiplied by y. So how to remove? We need to move this number 2 to the right side. So x minus 3 divided by 2. Why do we need to divide? Why don't we minus or multiply or plus? You see the operation between this number 2 and this y. The operation over here is multiply. Okay, so when you want to move this number 2, so I will divide by 2. So this is step number 3. Okay, for step number 3, it depends on the way how you arrange the formula, your algebra. Okay, step number 4. Okay, step number 4 will be our final step. Okay, step number 4, we just recopy again this thing, but this time around, this y we are going to change becomes f inverse of x. Okay, because the original question they're asking about f inverse of x. Okay, so f inverse of x is equal to this thing. Just copy paste. So x minus 3 divided by 2. So this is what we call the inverse function of fx. Okay, I will repeat again. Okay, so the way how to find the inverse, you just remember step by step. Okay, step number 1, in order to find the inverse function of this, okay, just remember step number 1, what you need to do, rewrite again the equation, but this time this fx change into y. So y equal to 2x plus 3. Okay, step number 2. Okay, step number 2, the keyword is interchange or swap between x and y. This y becomes x, this x becomes y. Okay, so x equal to 2y plus 3. Step number 3. Step number 3, the keyword here is rearrange, make y as a subject. This is the continuation from step number 2. So rearrange, make y as a subject. So it's going to be, you rearrange 2y equal to x minus 3. So y equal to x minus 3 over 2. Okay, last step, which is final step. So the inverse of x is equal to x minus 3 divided by 2. Okay, so this is the simple example that I show you, example number 1. Okay, now let's proceed example number 2.